Top of the morning to each and every one of y'all. Welcome back to Blitzball Champ Gaming, a special live, haven't done one in a while, live pro wrestling talk here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Wow, it's been a while since I've done a live pro wrestling talk, but I figured got a good bit to talk about this morning. So I figured, why not go live? Know what I mean? So, we're going to cover a good bit today. We're going to talk about the recent unfortunate injury to Yuka Sakazaki. That's going to sideline her potentially for a while. Also gonna talk about the so far the current WWE superstars that have qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match, both the men and women. Couple of interesting things happening with some of the championships as well in WWE. Going to give a quick rundown of the confirmed G1 Climax 33 blocks. The blocks are set, so I'll go over those. I will also give my 2 cents on this whole AEW, Stardom, just, there's been a whole debate been going on about this potential partnership and how the idea for them to be able to get talent from Stardom to AEW for the Forbidden Door 2 show, but it's kind of near impossible being that Stardom has Stardom Sunshine 2023 booked the same exact day, so I really don't think it's going to happen, and I don't think it should happen, at least not this year, or at least not this point, but I'm gonna give my honest opinion on that. And gonna review New Japan Pro Wrestling, All Japan Pro Wrestling, Noah's collaboration show All Together Again that I finished watching last night. I actually finished watching it after watching Against All Odds last night, because I got about halfway through earlier yesterday, so definitely wanted to finish All Together Again so I could review it. But before I get started, don't forget to, whenever you get a chance, be sure to check out the link in the description for Game Beauty. Check out some awesome video game themed makeup and cosmetic products. And if you want to make a purchase, be sure to use the promo code BlitzballChamp and you can get 10% off of your order. Not only that, orders will ship free shipping internationally and domestically on orders over $60. So, something to keep in mind. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, so Yuka Sakazaki. So apparently it has been brought up by TJPW that Yuka Sakazaki is injured, dealing with a neck injury. It was recommended by her doctor to rest, get medical attention, take time off. So, because of that, unfortunately, she will not be competing in not only tomorrow's TJPW show, Stick Out. She won't be competing in that, nor will she be competing in Summer Sun Princess in July. And also pretty sad about it, because with that being said, this won't be happening. They were scheduled to come to North Carolina next Sunday, the Magical Sugar Rabbits, but Yuka's injured, so looks like that's going to have to be put on hold. what I think is probably going to end up happening, DPW's been really good at doing replacement matches and making adjustments to the card. What I think is probably going to end up happening is either one, that match, Miyu Yamashita, Vert Vixen versus Magical Sugar Rabbits, they're just going to, they're just going to cancel that match. They're just going to remove that from the card completely. Or they make it a replacement tag team to face Miyu Yamashita and Vert Vixen. Or just have Miyu Yamashita versus Vert Vixen. I mean, those two have faced each other before. And as a matter of fact, I believe Vert Vixen beat Miyu Yamashita the last time they wrestled each other. So, hey, why not a run back? Why not? I wouldn't mind a run back. But at the end of the day, it's important. Pro wrestlers' health. So I really hope that Yuka Sakazaki takes all the time necessary she needs to recover. Don't need to rush back. I know she's a big, big pivotal name in TJPW, and I know this will be her last year with TJPW as she is scheduled to move to the United States at the beginning of 2024 full time. So we'll see what happens. I know her last scheduled TJPW match that she's to have is the 10th anniversary show December 1st. So hopefully, maybe everything will go well with her recovery and she'll be able to still wrestle that show or at least attend that show. But at the same time, neck injuries are no joke. So definitely really feel like she should take all the time necessary in order to fully recover, do what she got to do, because, neck injuries are no joke. So, Summer Sun Princess, she was scheduled to face Nyla Rose. So, Nyla Rose will still be wrestling that show, but she'll have a different opponent. They haven't announced who her opponent will be, or who her replacement will be, but hopefully, maybe soon. I mean, they still got plenty of time. We're just starting to get into the month of June, so they still got plenty of time to book a replacement opponent. But they did change up the match of TJPW Stickout 23. What was originally supposed to be a Princess Tag Team Championship match between the Magical Sugar Rabbits and Daydream, which is Rika Tatsumi, Miyu Watanabe, which unfortunately the Magical Sugar Rabbits have vacated the Princess Tag Team titles, so those are vacated now. But the match that they have changed to is kind of a weird one. So now we're going to get a 2-on-1 handicap match. So Mizuki, the Popping Sugar Rabbit, will face Miyu Watanabe and Rika Tatsumi, Daydream, in a handicap match. Why? I really don't understand this one, to be honest with you. Why can't they just give Mizuki a replacement tag team partner? I mean, Yuka Sakazaki's not the only one she's ever tagged with. So, I don't know why they just don't give her a replacement tag team partner. So, I know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But it is what it is, I guess. I don't get it. I ultimately don't get it. But guess that's gonna be your main event. But either way, speedy recovery for Yuka Sakazaki. Definitely will pray for her recovery. And yeah, I just hope she gets the rest and medical attention that she needs. But this does end the Magical Sugar Rabbits' third Princess Tag Team Championship reign. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do to crown new tag team champions, which I'm sure they'll probably have something queued up between now and Summer Sun Princess, and then maybe at Summer Sun Princess, maybe that's where they crown new tag champs. They may do like a little mini tournament or, something along that. Maybe a special, fatal four-way, triple threat to crown new tag champs. But we'll see. We will see. Okay. Moving on. WWE Money in the Bank. So we got ourselves a couple of qualifiers, a couple of stars that have qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match. So for the men, so far, we have Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, and, Butch, and Santos Escobar. And apparently there's one more spot. Word is there's one more spot for one more superstar to qualify. It'll be interesting to see who gets that last spot. But from what I've been hearing, supposedly LA Knight is due for a big push. So my guess is he's probably going to be the main one leading the pack to potentially be the favorite to win the Money in the Bank for the men. And then for the women, so far, Becky Lynch, Zelina Vega, Zoe Stark, Bayley, Io Sky have qualified and will be in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Some decent variety there with Zoe Stark, Io Sky, Zelina Vega. Wow, 2 members of the LWO in the Money in the Bank match. Go figure. And then, of course, they still got one more spot left to fill. Now, most of y'all that know me and have watched my videos know that I cannot stand the Money in the Bank concept. I hate it. I royally hate it. Because here's my thing. I know a lot of people are predicting Io Sky to win Money in the Bank. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that I emphasize, for both the men and the women. Like, there's nothing unique about Money in the Bank, especially the cash-ins. I mean, there's a reason, like, pretty much almost every cash-in has been an ambush, either after a beatdown or after the champion has finished a match. That's usually when the cash-in happens. And it's like, it's not unique. Anybody can do that. Anybody can just cash in on somebody that's been beat down and left for the easy pickings. Or somebody that just finished a long, hard-fought match. Anybody can just cash in and do that. Because anybody could just go up, attack the person, beat them down, and then just cash in. Just like that. Because, I mean, it doesn't become official until the bell rings anyway. So, there's nothing unique about a Money in the Bank cash-in. It's not. John Elite, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, bro. How you been? Not a single woman has held the briefcase for more than 24 hours. You know what? That is actually a good point. That is actually a good point. And that's the crazy thing about it. Wow, that is a very interesting fact that you brought up, John Elite. And see, that right there, like, that doesn't bother y'all? Like, oh man. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And the thing is, R.I.P. Iron Sheik, by the way. Oh, yes. Rest in peace, the Iron Sheik. 81 years old. Thank you for bringing that up. 81 years old, recently passed away, which, WWE Hall of Famer. I didn't watch a lot of them growing up, but definitely enough of them. You know, once it puts you in that camel clutch, it's a wrap. Puts you in that camel clutch, it's a wrap. And the dude was very vocal as well. I mean, I know the whole, you know, thing with Hulk Hogan and everything, but, you know, Iron Sheik, definitely Hall of Famer, well known, so he will greatly be missed. Greatly be missed. Here's my thing. Now, a lot of folks are predicting Io Sky to win Money in the Bank. Here's my issue with that. Io Sky, one of the best in the world. Like, y'all are seriously gonna resort to her doing one of these cheap cash-ins in order to win the title? Like, come on, she's better than that. She's better than that. I mean, the saving grace would be her, you know, announcing her cash-in and she has a legit match. But to just have Io Sky just run down on somebody, beat them down, and then cash in order to win the title, that's below her. That's below Io Sky. Somebody of that caliber shouldn't need to cash in on anybody. Same thing with Bayley. Same thing with each of these superstars. That's why I hate Money in the Bank. Like, I hate the concept. Because anybody can do it. It's nothing unique about it. There's nothing unique about it. So, those are your qualified superstars so far. And both the men and the women have one more spot remaining for Money in the Bank. But the pay-per-view is on July 1st. It'll be in London, England. So, yeah, trying to make, and that's the thing that annoys me. They're turning Money in the Bank into one of the big mega pay-per-views, which just, oh my god, it's just ugh. Also, John Lee says, every woman's cash-in has been successful. That is correct. That is correct. %. So, I don't know. There's no telling when there will be a failed cash-in on the women's side, but honestly, I just hate Money in the Bank. I hate it with a passion. Like, if it was treated sort of like the G1 Climax case, then okay, I would be a little bit more tolerable of it. But yeah, Money in the Bank is trash. So a couple of things championship related. So we know a while back Roman Reigns got his new undisputed championship belt. Seth Rollins won the new world heavyweight championship belt. Had quite a showdown between him and AJ Styles. So now they did the same thing for the women, as Asuka got a new championship belt, the WWE Women's Championship, in replacement of her Raw Women's title, which is pretty much gold belt with a white strap. I mean, pretty much it kind of mirrors Roman Reigns' belt. The only difference is it has a white strap. I'm pretty sure they're going to do something similar with Rhea's SmackDown Women's Championship. But, yeah. Just seemed like a lazy design on the new women's title. Just, you know, a copy-paste of the Undisputed Championship. But, yeah. Or at least the new one that Roman Reigns has now. But, yeah, it was... And then, all of a sudden, Charlotte Flair returns. Why am I not freaking surprised? Hasn't been seen since WrestleMania, and oh look, a new championship. Let me jump the line. This is deja vu all over again. And of course, you know Asuka's not going to back down because it's Asuka. She doesn't back down from anybody. That's one thing that she has never been, and that's a coward champion or a coward. But here you have Charlotte Flair challenging. Asuka just got the new belt. Charlotte challenges for the title. Not to mention she pointed at the wrong title during this promo. And then come to find out that their title match is going to be a day before the pay-per-view. Does this ring a bell? Y'all remember when Asuka was SmackDown champion and she lost the belt to Charlotte for a pay-per-view? This is deja vu all over again. And I freaking hate it. I freaking hate it. John Lee says, the title designs the past few weeks have been just terrible. It's the same design, just with a different background and straps, respectively. You are correct. Also, if you look closely at Asuka's new title, it says Women's Undisputed Champion, when Asuka never unified the title, and Rhea still has the SmackDown Women's title. Oh, so the text on it says Women's Undisputed Champion? Wow. Well, I'm guessing Rhea's title is going to have some sort of weird name. Or I don't know. Well, shoot. Undisputed usually coincides with unified titles, but yeah, you make a good point there. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think of that, to be honest with you. Yeah, it just, yeah, that's weird, but yeah. But, I mean, we'll see what happens. See what they do with Rhea's title, but yeah, this is all just weird. But I'm just really upset that y'all are going to book Asuka Charlotte, title on the line, the day before Money in the Bank. Really? 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 Charlotte has done nothing since Mania to put herself in title contention. And then just like that, hey, I'm Charlotte. I'm going to jump the line and get a title shot. Hey, there's a new belt. I won it, even though I pointed to the wrong belt. And folks wonder why not a lot of people are fans of Charlotte Flair. Folks wonder why they're not fans of Charlotte Flair. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And that's not all that we have. So, we're going to get yet another title unification match. But this time, and actually this is one that I'm happy about. I'm actually happy about this one. So we are going to get the NXT Women's Tag Team titles and the WWE Women's Tag Team titles unified as Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey versus Alba Fire, Isla Dawn. Titles unified. Thank God. Thank God. Should have happened a long time ago. And oh yeah, John Elite. Yep. That's right. That is right. Mike, welcome to the stream. What's up? Did you talk about the G1 33 blocks yet? No, not yet. Not yet. But it is coming up, so stick around. It is coming up. But yeah, so finally, I'm actually happy about this title unification match because my big hope is that things will go back to how they were originally supposed to be. Have these titles defended on all three brands. You know what I mean? Like, that's the ultimate objective that I'm hoping for. Because 2 sets of women's tag titles like that in the first place was just a bad idea. Was just a really bad idea. So, and that will also happen on SmackDown, I think in 2 weeks. But yeah, Alba Fire, Isla Dawn versus Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey. I got a feeling that probably Shayna and Ronda are going to win and become the new unified champs, but we'll see. We'll see. But I'm definitely happy that's happening. Very happy that that's happening. So, this is good. This is good, good, good. But, anyways, so, actually, let's go right on ahead into the G1 Climax blocks. And then afterwards, I'll give my take on AEW Stardom. All right. So, G1 Climax 33. The blocks have been set. We have 4. We have 4 blocks. So, let's run down each block. So, Block A will be made of SANADA, the current IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. This is his 8th G1 Climax. Chase Owens, making his 3rd G1 Climax. The debuting Hikuleo, with his first G1 Climax. The debuting Ren Narita, his first one as well. The debuting Shota Umino, his first. Yota Tsuji, his first. Gabe Kidd, newest member of the Bullet Club, his first. And from Pro Wrestling Noah, Kaito Kiyomiya, making his debut. That is your A block. Whew. This is a very interesting block. I mean, you got the world champion. Very interesting to see how this block plays out. I mean, SANADA, potentially a favorite to make it out of the A block. Chase Owens, nah. Hikuleo, I'm actually curious to see how Hikuleo does in his block. Same with Ren Narita. Ren Narita has definitely gotten better. Shota Umino, same thing. Same thing. Yota Tsuji just recently had a title shot against SANADA. Gabriel Kidd, we'll have to see how he does ever since joining the Bullet Club. And then Kaito Kiyomiya, I mean, former GHC heavyweight champion. I mean, it's a big name. So, I'm very curious to see how this block plays out. John Leake says, how do you feel with Maloney, Coughlin, and Kidd part of Bullet Club? Maloney made no sense to me. Gabriel Kidd, I could see Gabriel Kidd in the Bullet Club. Alex Coughlin, that was kind of weird. That was kind of weird. So, yeah, kind of weird. So, we'll see what happens. But I wasn't feeling Dan Maloney, which apparently now he's Drilla Maloney, in the Bullet Club, with how things went down with Catch 2-2, with them winning back the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Titles. That turn made no sense. Gabriel Kidd, I'm all for. Alex Coughlin, that was kind of weird. That was kind of weird. But we'll see how that goes. Mike says top 2 of each block qualify for the quarterfinals, right? That I am not sure. Actually, I'm not sure. It might be just the top 4. It might actually just be the top 4. And then they may have just semifinal matches that go down to the top 2. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Because, well, let me see. Last year they did do, last year they did, the top finisher from each block. They did the top finisher from each block last year. So, that's probably how they're going to do it, Mike, and just do semifinals and then the final 2. So, I think that makes the most sense, personally. But I wouldn't be mad if they did it that way. I wouldn't be mad if they did top 2 of each block. I definitely wouldn't be mad at that. John Lee says, at this point, will Bullet Club ever stop growing? No, because Bullet Club is worldwide, my friend. Bullet Club is worldwide, and it will never end. But looking at the A block, I definitely feel like SANADA, Kaito Kiyomiya, who do I think has a good chance of winning out the A block? Honestly, the top 2 I would think would be SANADA and Kaito Kiyomiya. But Ren Narita might make a surprise. Shota Umino might make a surprise. Yota Tsuji. So yeah, it'll be interesting, but I would say probably SANADA and Kaito Kiyomiya are probably my picks. But we'll see. We will see. Was last year the G1 with 28 participants or the year before? No, it was last year. It was last year. Okay. So that's Block A. All right. Let's look at Block B. So Block B, we got the Rainmaker himself, Kazuchika Okada, making his 12th consecutive G1 Climax. And we got to remember, this man has won 4 G1 Climax tournaments, 2012, 2014, and then back-to-back 2021 and 2022. And he's currently 1/3 of the Never Openweight 6-man tag team champions. We got YOSHI-HASHI making his 4th consecutive G1 Climax, his 7th total. And of course, remember, him and Hirooki Goto, Bishamon, are the current double tag team champions, IWGP and Strong tag team champions. Taichi making his 5th consecutive G1, currently KOPW 2023 title holder. KENTA making his 5th consecutive as well, who recently won back the NJPW Strong Openweight Championship. The Great Okan making his 3rd entry, 3rd consecutive as well. The Billy Goat, the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay, making his 4th G1 Climax, his 2nd consecutive. Tanga Loa making his 2nd entry, 1st one in 2 years, so it's been a while since he's been in a G1. And El Phantasmo making his 2nd consecutive G1 Climax. Okay, this is an interesting block. So, of course, you can't sleep on Okada. Okada's always going to be a potential favorite. I mean, the dude has won 4 of them. So, Okada, name to look out for. Will Ospreay, another name to look out for. Of course, Will Ospreay made it to the semis last year. Or actually, no, he made it to the finals last year. What am I thinking? Made it to the finals last year, but lost to Okada. Do I think the others have a chance? Ooh. El Phantasmo? Which I do like his new theme music, by the way. El Phantasmo, I don't know. Tanga Loa, not really. Great Okan, Kenta, I think, will do some damage in this block. Taichi, probably. YOSHI-HASHI, So if I had to pick 3 that I think have the best chance of winning out of the B block, it's Okada, Kenta, and Will Ospreay. Those are the 3 that I think have the best chance of winning out of the B block. Okada, Kenta, Ospreay. Should be good, though. Should be really good. Okay. Block C. Block C, we have newest leader of the Bullet Club, David Finlay, who is making his 2nd consecutive G1, current Never Openweight champion. We got the Stone Pitbull, Tomohiro Ishii, making his 11th consecutive entry. Of course, also Never Openweight 6-man tag team champion. We got Evil of House of Torture, making his 8th consecutive G1. We got Tama Tonga making his 6th entry, 3rd consecutive. Got the Dragon, Shingo Takagi, making his 5th consecutive. Aaron Henare making his 2nd consecutive. And then we got the debuting, this is big, y'all, the debuting Eddie Kingston in Block C as well, making his 1st G1. As well as TMDK's Mikey Nicholls making his 1st G1. This is a very interesting block. Of course, David Finlay, a lot stronger now since becoming Bullet Club leader. Tomohiro Ishii, a veteran in the G1 tournaments. Evil, well, expect shenanigans. Shingo, I think has a good chance. But I'm very curious to see how Eddie Kingston does in his block. Like, I think Eddie Kingston could make some noise in the G1. This is a big opportunity for him. Mikey Nicholls, we'll see. We'll see. But if I had to pick a top three, did I feel like have the best chances of winning out of the C block? I'd have to say David Finlay, Shingo Takagi, and Eddie Kingston. I'm thinking those three probably have the best chance of winning out of the C block. I think either of those three, David Finlay, Shingo Takagi, or Eddie Kingston. RIC 1982, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. But I'm a definitely have my eyes on Eddie Kingston in the C block. I hope he does well. I hope he does very well. This is a big opportunity for him. And then finally, the D block. The D block. We got the ace. Go, ace, go, ace. Hiroshi Tanahashi making his 22nd G1 Climax tournament. Now remember, he has also won some G1 tournaments. 3. 07, 2015, and 2018. And he's a never open weight 6-man tag team champion. Sorry that Yuka got injured. Yeah, it sucks, but that just goes to show that injuries can happen. And hey, that's why they say cards subject to change. So, yeah, Magical Sugar Rabbits and DPW is going to have to wait. But their health is more important. So, she take all the time she needs to recover. Okay. Hiroshi Tanahashi in D block. Tetsuya Naito as well, making his 14th consecutive G1. And he's won 2 of these tournaments in 2013 and 2017. One of my favorites, Hirooki Goto, making his 16th consecutive G1 appearance. And he did win the G1 back in 2008. Zack Sabre Jr. making his 7th consecutive G1 Climax, of course, current NJPW World Television Champion. And also Hirooki Goto's the other half of the IWGP and Strong Tag Team Champions. Toru Yano making his 18th appearance, his 17th consecutive. Jeff Cobb making his 5th consecutive. And then the debuting Shane Haste from TMDK making his first G1 Climax appearance. And the Android, newest member of Bullet Club, Alex Conlon, making his debut into the G1 Climax. RIC says, I finished watching Pro Wrestling Noah today and saw that Kento Miyahara made a surprise appearance. Oh, cool. Nice. Sorry for spoilers if you didn't watch that event on Wrestle Universe. I didn't even know about it. So, hey, it's all good. But, oh, that's cool, though. Kento Miyahara, the ace of All Japan Pro Wrestling. John Lee says, did Goto have his 20th anniversary yet? Yes. Yes, he had it a while back, actually. Yeah, he had that a while back. Let me see if I can remember. Because I'm not sure if it was even streamed. Yeah, it was back in April 22nd. But yeah, that's when it was. April 22nd, John Elite. Okay, so the D block. Well, couple of names that stick out. Of course, Hiroshi Tanahashi, who has won 3 of these tournaments. Tetsuya Naito, who's won 2 of these tournaments. In a perfect world, I would have Hirooki Goto win the D block, but I doubt that's going to happen. RIC says, G1 Climax 33 will definitely be interesting, especially seeing Kiyomiya versus Shota Umino. Yes, they are in the block A. So, yeah. These blocks in general are very interesting. So, I'll be keeping my eye on Alex Coughlin. I'm kind of curious to see how he does in his block. Jeff Cobb as well. I mean, you got some heavy hitters in block D. I mean, Naito, Goto, Tanahashi, Zack Sabre Jr., Toru Yano, who always is up for shenanigans in order to get victories. Jeff Cobb. Like, I think block D is going to be a lot harder to predict. I mean, to be honest, almost anybody from block D could win block D. But if I had to pick my top 3 to potentially win the D block, I would have to say probably Tanahashi, Naito, and Zack Sabre Jr., perhaps. Those are probably my top 3. But, like I said, this will be a hard one to predict. This will be a very hard one to predict, in my opinion. Good morning, Austin Jug. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, this is going to be a very interesting G1 Climax. Like, the way that they have the blocks set up are very interesting, and I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. So 19 shows for the G1 Climax 33, all with English commentary. This is exciting. Really, really exciting. So just a recap of the schedule. So the G1 Climax 33 begins Saturday, July 15th, and then the finals will be on Sunday, August 13th. So begins July 15th, finals August 13th. So be sure to keep those dates in mind. Got a lot of matches. Got an exciting tournament to look forward to. But yeah, let me hear y'all in the chat. Who are your picks? Who are your picks to not only make it out of each block, but who would y'all like to win the G1 Climax 33? Let me know what y'all's thoughts are, because I feel this is going to be really, really difficult. Really, really difficult, because there's so many names on here that could win this tournament. I mean, so many names. So, I mean, in a perfect world, I would love Hirooki Goto to win this tournament, because I'm a big Goto fan. But not to mention, I'm still pushing for Hirooki Goto to win a title that he's never won before in New Japan Pro Wrestling, the World Heavyweight Championship. So it's like, I want him to win that title so badly before he retires. Goto's not getting any younger. So, in a perfect world, that would be my pick to win the G1 Climax 33, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. Mike says, wouldn't mind seeing Yota Tsuji win it, although it might be too early. I mean, he did get a title shot pretty early upon his return from excursion, so it's not impossible. It's definitely not impossible. RIC says, just saw the updated card for tonight's TJPW show. Mizuki has a hard task at hand against Daydream in a handicap match. Yeah, that makes no sense to me, them doing that. Why can't they just give her another tag team partner? Like, Mizuki's teamed up with other people before in TJPW. So, them making it a handicap match makes no sense to me. But, I guess it's whatever. RIC is... Oh, you're picking Shingo to win it all. Okay. Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. I like Shingo. I've liked Shingo ever since Dragon Gate. So, definitely, I would not be mad if Shingo won. I like Shingo. But yeah, so many names. Personally, overall, as long as Okada doesn't win it, I'll be happy. I'll be pretty happy. Oh, as long as Okada and Evil don't win it, I'm happy. I'll be happy with whoever. No Okada, no Evil, I'm happy. So, just to be more specific, I guess. But yeah, definitely exciting tournament to look forward to. Also, before I move on to the next subject, a little bit more on the schedule for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Of course, you got the start of the New Japan Road, which started today, actually. And then, oh yeah, they got the NJPW Academy Showcase. That's also today at the LA Dojo, 4:30 p.m. Or the doors open at 4:30. The bell time is at 5. I'm not sure if they're going to stream that or not. Probably not. RIC says, just worried about injuries in the G1. Yeah, unfortunately, that has a tendency to happen. But, I mean, that's the risk we take. I mean, that's, injuries happen, unfortunately. You want it to happen as less as possible. But, unfortunately, yeah. Mike says, do you guys like Kaito Kiyomiya? Haven't really watched a lot of his stuff. He's pretty cool. I haven't watched a whole lot as well, which I need to get back into more Pro Wrestling Noah, which I will probably check out the N1 Victory Tournament. That'll probably be a good way for me to really get back into Pro Wrestling Noah. But I like him. I think he's pretty neat. I enjoyed what I've seen of him, especially at previous Cyberfight festivals. So, but when it comes to Noah, I really like Seki Yoshioka. I like him. I like Amakusa. I love Amakusa. Like, I was really enjoying him as GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion. Love him. He's probably my current favorite that I've seen out of Noah. Which, I mean, I also like Jake Lee. I do like Jake Lee. I do like, what's his name? I do like Keno. So there's a couple of folks that I've really come to like a lot. Ninja Mac. I love Ninja Mac. I would love to see Ninja Mac live. That's like a big dream of mine, is to see Ninja Mac live. Dude is amazing. But I have to say, one of my all-time favorite rivalries in Noah is, of course, Kenta versus Naomichi Marufuji. My favorite Noah rivalry. But yeah, Amakusa currently is my favorite in Pro Wrestling Noah right now. RIC says, I enjoy Kaito Kiyomiya and Noah since signing up for Wrestle Universe last year. It's already 1 year since signing up to the site. Hey, happy anniversary, RIC. Yeah, I love Wrestle Universe. I mean, I remember signing up for Wrestle Universe when, I think, if I remember correctly, I signed up during a promo period where I think they had like 2 or 3 weeks free or something like that. That was when I signed up for it. But yeah, I love it. Still have my subscription ever since then. I mean, you get quite a lot. I mean, TJPW, Noah, DDT, Gambare. It's a lot of juiciness. Okay, NJPW schedule. So we got Forbidden Door. Of course, June 25th. The second Forbidden Door. And then, of course, they're starting to book matches for NJPW Strong Independence Day, which is on July 4th and July 5th. Which, as a matter of fact, we know that Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney will get a shot at the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. John Moxley and Homicide will team up to take on El Desperado and a partner of his choosing, so we got that to look forward to. Kenta will defend the Strong Openweight Championship against Eddie Kingston. Ooh. That's going to be big. That's going to be really big. So already they're getting started hot with booking matches for NJPW Strong Independence Day. And then after that is pretty much full speed ahead on the G1 Climax. And then the big All-Star Junior Festival 2023 in the United States, August 19th. They haven't started booking talent yet for that show, but I cannot wait to see what talent they have lined up for that. And that'll be fresh off after the G1 Climax ends. So that'll be really, really awesome to look forward to. RIC says, I actually enjoy GLG and Noah. I also enjoy Ninja Mac. Nice. The good-looking guys. Yeah, good-looking guys are pretty cool. Definitely think they're pretty cool. But yeah, definitely quite a barrage of talent in Pro Wrestling Noah. So, speaking of Forbidden Door, which segues into my next topic. Alright. There's been a lot of bickering and buzz going on about this whole situation with AEW Stardom on trying to get talent from Stardom to appear and wrestle at Forbidden Door in Canada, June 25th, which is the exact same day as Stardom Sunshine 2023. RIC says, Eddie Kingston's going to have fun this year in G1. Absolutely. Any idea who might get booked for the All-Star Festival in America? Anyone you have in mind? I have a pretty open mind about it. I know Hiromu Takahashi definitely will be there. I'm willing to bet money he's going to be there. I mean, he helped produce the first one. Probably Rocky Romero as well. But I am keeping an open mind. I mean, they had such a really good one previously. I'm going to keep an open mind. Because I really loved what they did with the first one. So, but by all means, fire off some names. John Lee says, you think they're starting to break up Judgment Day with the way Raw ended on Monday? I don't know. Because I was still thinking that JD McDonough was going to eventually join the Judgment Day. But as far as breaking them up, I don't think so. I wouldn't think so, to be honest with you. We'll see, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. So, I know a lot of folks want Rossy Ogawa to do whatever he can to shuffle up the card to get some Stardom talent over at AEW for Forbidden Door. Look, folks need to freaking chill on that. First of all, I'll start off by saying that. Folks need to chill on that. Look, they have 2 different shows booked on the same day. All of their main Stardom talent are booked for Stardom Sunshine. The only one that's not booked for Stardom Sunshine is Fukiken Death, but she has a Oza Academy show the same day. So, folks need to chill. Folks need to chill on that. They need to chill on that. Folks need to chill on that. Like, it's just not going to happen at this time. And honestly, I'm not even so sure AEW Stardom partnership should even happen. I'm not even so sure it should happen. But first, let me get caught up on the chat. RIC says, maybe Mike Bailey joins the Junior Festival from Impact Wrestling and also Leo Rush. Hopefully Ninja Mac and Facade as well. Oh, great picks. Great picks. Mike says, Atsuki Aoyagi, another great pick. Yeah, I'm down. Excellent choices, y'all. Excellent choices. John Lee says, did we get any women's matches for Forbidden Door last year? Yeah. Yeah, if I remember correctly. Or actually, hold up. Yeah, we did. Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm. That might have been... Oh, yeah. So we had Toni Storm, Thunder Rosa. That was one. And then there was a trios... Or not a trios. Actually, no. That was the only match. Yeah, that was the only match. Thunder Rosa, Toni Storm. Okay, so one match, John Elite. One match. Okay. Here's my thing with AEW Stardom partnership. To be honest with y'all, even if they were to have a partnership, nobody overall will be happy. And the reason why I say that is you're going to have folks that are going to feel like Stardom compete in AEW and are going to get buried. So therefore, why even bother? Secondly, going to have the idea of AEW stars coming over to Stardom, and then they can't win a match in a Stardom ring. So honestly, I don't think anybody is going to be happy. Not only that, you got a lot of folks out there that look down at Stardom like a lower class compared to AEW, WWE, because they're quote unquote on bigger stages, more exposure. So honestly, I just don't see, in the long run, I'm hesitant to see if a AEW Stardom partnership would even work out. Now, I could see Stardom expanding and having a brand in the United States to the point where maybe they will tour the US, but partnership with AEW, I already know there's going to be a lot of disappointed fans. There's going to be a lot of disappointed fans. I can see it now. If Shuri would have come over and Shuri would have lost to Britt Baker, Joshi fans are going to go crazy. And then AEW fans are gonna rub it in their faces. And it's just gonna be rinse repeat. And it's just gonna be rinse repeat. And then the Joshi fans, the big expectation is gonna be they send Mayu Iwatani or Shuri or Momo Watanabe or any of the Stardom talent and expect them by default to go over the women of AEW. There's going to be that high expectation, and that won't be cool. So I get the idea behind more exposure for Stardom through this partnership. I get that. I definitely get that. I mean, it did help me get my eyes more on Stardom through when they had a little partnership long time ago with ROH and Stardom. That's what helped me get my eyes on Stardom. So there's benefit to that through if they were to do a Stardom AEW partnership. But the booking complaints will never end. And I say that as a fan myself, because I know I've had my complaints on bookings. And honestly, it'll never end. And I don't think there will ever be any contentment with it. Because, I mean, it's already bad enough that there's so many Joshi fans out there that give Joshi a bad name. And then you got so many AEW stans, WWE stans, and that's why I hate the whole tribalism. I hate it. I hate it. That's why I've said it before many times. I'll say it again. I'm a pro wrestling fan. I'm not a Stardom fan. I'm not a WWE fan. I'm not a AEW fan. I'm a pro wrestling fan. I try my best to watch as much as possible. Promotions here, promotions there, promotions north, south, east, west. Especially if they have shows in North Carolina, I'm going to try to go. Doesn't matter. WWE, NWA, New Japan, AEW. Shoot, I just booked my tickets to Collision for Greensboro. I was just recently at the NWA Crockett Cup. And I had a blast. I've been to so many promotions. WWE, SmackDown, Raw, NXT. A pay-per-view here, a pay-per-view there. AEW, ROH, Queens of Combat, NWA, DPW, PWX. I've been to so many promotions. I support them. as many as I can. Because I'm a pro wrestling fan. Like, it's so ridiculous how many fans out there are just so stuck on one promotion, making it seem like they are superior to every promotion. Like, every promotion doesn't matter. And it's ridiculous to see fans like that. It's like, really? Like, get your heads out of the gutter. Go out and touch grass. I would never wish downfall on any promotion. Ever. Hey, what's up, Mike? Good morning, Jason and the Pro Wrestling Fam. Blitzball, isn't this an early show for you? Kind of, sort of. But because I had so much to talk about, I figured I'd do a live show and give folks a chance to interact. So that's pretty much why I'm doing this. But welcome. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, like I said, y'all, I hate the whole tribalism. I hate it with a passion. Like, it's so stupid. I mean, really? Seriously? WWE's the best. New Japan Pro Wrestling, that's the minor leagues. Really? 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 Come on now. That's childish. I mean, if you don't watch a promotion, that's fine. That's up to you. But to sit there and crap on a promotion, especially when 9 times out of 10 they don't know anything about the promotion. I remember there was a Discord that I was in, and there was this troll, just big old WWE stan, and would consider New Japan Pro Wrestling as the minor league. Pretty much saying that Roman Reigns would destroy the top guy in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And at the time where this, happened, Okada was the top guy. And I tried to get this person to name who the top guy is in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he just said, I don't know, some random Asian guy. And I'm just like, see, you can't even name him. You can't even name him. But yet, you talk trash about the promotion you know nothing about? Like, come on now. Like, people like that are ridiculous. RIC says 100% agree. Cheers. It's like, goodness gracious. Like, I understand we have our reservations about how some of the booking decisions are. I get that. But to wish downfall on a promotion just because you think another one is more superior, like, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. That's like at the same time you're wishing for these wrestlers to not have jobs. It's like, come on now. Oh, speaking of which, to pro wrestling fans out there that are big fans of certain wrestlers, I want y'all to keep something in mind. Y'all do realize that at any point in time, here, you know what? Let me get closer to the camera. Y'all do realize that at any point in time, your favorite pro wrestlers could leave a promotion and join a different promotion. Y'all do understand that, right? You do understand that when contracts expire, they might sign elsewhere. You do realize that, right? So with fans out there that talk so much about, Bryan Danielson left WWE to go to AEW. Bryan Danielson, you left all the good that they had going for you to join AEW. You're trash. Really? Really? This is supposed to be one of your favorite wrestlers, and you're going to pitch a fit because he joined a different promotion. These fans are ridiculous. These fans are ridiculous. John Lee says, it's like saying a movie is bad when you haven't even seen the movie. Exactly. Great analogy. Mike says, Bushin Ryu Cat says, and what a good point you made. Besides the big three, we have to give Impact and NWA a chance too. But to be fair, smaller promotions aren't doing enough. They should get videos out there on YouTube. I hope they eventually can. I mean, I would like to enjoy more Pro Wrestling Wave. I would like to get into Oza Academy, see what that's like. Thankfully, Ice Ribbon has done better about that. Diana has been accessible. Seedling just recently became more accessible. So, I mean, there's some that are growing on more. And like I said, I subscribe to DPW, which DPW is in my home state of North Carolina. So, you make a good point. RIC says, I saw you on YouTube for NWA Power episode recapping the Crockett Cup. Saw you in the front row wearing a Cosmic Angels shirt. Yep, that was me. Indeed. Definitely enjoyed the mess out of both days or both nights. But yeah. And see, I don't even watch a lot of NWA. And I had a blast at that show. I don't even watch a lot of NWA. And I enjoyed myself. And, of course, it makes it easier for me to get into, especially when they decide to have shows in my home state. Heck yeah, I'm going to go. Not to mention, front row ticket for both shows wasn't even that expensive. Shoot, I had a blast. Not to mention, no promotion is perfect. I can't emphasize that enough. No promotion is perfect. And they never will be perfect. Some will do things that others don't, and vice versa. Each have their pros and cons. Seriism. Seriism only had 4 matches. And the main event was a match of the year candidate between Big Hosh and Seri. But yet that was only a four match show. Only a 4-match show. I'm just saying. All of the tribalistic fans out there, my word for you, open your eyes, open your minds, go outside and touch grass. My words to all the tribalistic fans out there. Please, open your eyes, open your mind, go outside and touch grass. I'm going to leave it at that. But, going back to AEW Stardom, I say if they really want to do a partnership, just go ahead and get the planning going. But here's another thing. What would this partnership entail? Because I'm sorry, I don't see it just coming down to just a once a year AEW Stardom type of show. I wouldn't want that to be the case. I feel like if they're going to do a partnership, it should be ongoing where both promotions swap talent consistently. Now, of course, scheduling, that's going to be a big task, but that's something that I would think would be important. But if you ask me, if it were up to me, I would rather Stardom just expand and give a USA tour a shot. Just book some shows in the US. Just Stardom shows. And see how that goes. And the reason I say that is because it is possible that Stardom AEW partnership might not work out because, like I said, there's going to be a ton of upset fans with the booking. Because, I mean, think about it. Really seriously think about it. Especially for the Joshi fans. You're not going to be happy to see Britt Baker go over Momo Watanabe. You're not going to be happy to see Thunder Rosa go over Shuri. You're not going to be happy to see, Jade Cargill go over Mayu Iwatani. Toni Storm, being that Toni Storm has Stardom experience, not going to really mention her because, she's been successful. Longest reigning SWA champion in Stardom history. And, she's done a lot in Stardom. So, I won't mention her. But, let's be honest. Some of the booking decisions, folks are going to, go crazy over. Especially the hardcore Joshi fans. It is what it is, but I just see a lot of frown faces from this. But the only positive that I can make up from this is that it is more exposure for Stardom. Through a platform like AEW, it is more exposure for them. That's really the only plus I give. But we'll see what happens. But all of y'all out there that desperately want Stardom talent to appear at Forbidden Door, y'all need to chill. They have all of their Stardom talent booked already for Stardom Sunshine, which is another pay-per-view. Let both shows do their thing. Okay? Let both shows do their thing. Cool? Cool. Okay. Now, let's get to my review of All Together Again, the big old New Japan Pro Wrestling, All Japan Pro Wrestling Noah collab show. This took place Friday, June 9th at the Ryogoku Kokukikan. I keep messing that up. In Tokyo, Japan. Had a lot of spectacular matches for this show. Mike says, Jason, notice the recap of Dominion. Sorry, my work didn't give me time to watch it live. All cool. But I was very happy to see Yota Tsuji in the main event. Is he part of a stable? Yes, he has joined LIJ. Yeah, he joined LIJ. It was at a press conference, but yeah, he announced that he has joined LIJ. So Yota Tsuji is in LIJ. So Yota Tsuji in LIJ, Gabriel Kidd, Drilla Maloney, Alex Coughlin, now in the Bullet Club. So those are some faction updates for you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so here, let's get this going. So we had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 11 total matches at All Together Again. So, first match. We had the junior heavyweights showcased quite a bit. Starting off, we had ourselves an 8-man tag team match. We had the combination of All Japan Pro Wrestling's Ryo Inoue and Black Mensore, and New Japan Pro Wrestling's Yo and Ryusuke Taguchi taking on the team of Pro Wrestling Noah's Atsushi Kotoge, Seki Yoshioka, Alejandro, and a face I haven't seen in a long time, Super Crazy. I was actually pretty shocked to see Super Crazy on this card. I was like, what? Interesting. I have to say, this was a very entertaining match to kick off the show. And actually went a pretty good length, too. Definitely, Seki Yoshioka, definitely enjoyed in this match. But yeah, it was definitely back and forth between these teams. And Black Mansory was... I like his overall look and design. Kind of reminds me of a dark curry man in a way, just with the overall look and the the thing on top of his head. But this was a pretty entertaining match. Yo gets the pin on Atsushi Kotoge after hitting him with a direct drive. Got the 1, 2, 3. So Ryo Inoue, Black Mansory, Yo, and Ryusuke Taguchi pick up the victory in the opening match. Great opening match. RIC says, was actually surprised by the outcome of the main event for All Together Again pay-per-view. I can't say that I was surprised, but I mean, how the match was kind of going kind of made sense to me. Glad House of Torture wasn't booked for All Together Again. Oh yeah, thank God. Thank God. Because House of Torture sucks. They really, really suck. Okay, let me see. Let's get our next match queued up. Alright, we had ourselves 6-man tag. We got Chaos, made up of YOSHI-HASHI, Hirooki Goto, and the Stone Pitbull Tomohiro Ishii, representing New Japan Pro Wrestling, taking on Pro Wrestling Noah's Masa Kitamiya, Daiki Inaba, and Yoshiki Inamura. Now, I have to say, I definitely was enjoying the exchanges between Inamura and Tomohiro Ishii, as well as with Hirooki Goto as well. I mean, you got the big, strong men just going at it, powerful, hard-hitting, and this match definitely delivered that from both teams. Very enjoyable when it comes to Noah. Definitely like Masa Kitamiya, like him a lot. But, I was very heavy on Team Chaos for this match. So, I had to rock my boys, and, I'm a big Hirooki Goto fan, so had to rock my boys. And sure enough, my man, well, actually Bishamon, because it was a double team, Goto gets the pin on Daiki Inaba after him and YOSHI-HASHI hit him with a Shoto and pick up the victory for Team New Japan Pro Wrestling. Chaos shines brightly in this match, but I tell you, more and more Bishamon are showing why they are double champs. And then we have to also keep in mind that these three were also former Never Openweight 6-man tag team champs. A very strong trio in Ishii, Goto, and YOSHI-HASHI. So, definitely not surprised there. But good, nice, hard-hitting match between both of these teams. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Alright, let's see here. Let me get the next graphic up. Here we go. Alright, next up, we had TMDK in action. In a tag team match representing New Japan Pro Wrestling, we had TMDK's Kosei Fujita and Zack Sabre Jr. taking on Pro Wrestling Noah's Chris Ridgway and Sean Legacy. Now, this was actually my first time seeing Sean Legacy. Chris Ridgway, I definitely remember from the last Noah show that I saw. This match was pretty good. This match was definitely pretty good. Definitely I felt like Zack Sabre Jr. was pretty much the man at the top out of these four competitors. But The outcome didn't really surprise me, to be honest with you, as Kosei Fujita takes the fall for TMDK, as Chris Ridgway was able to submit Kosei Fujita with a very painful looking ankle lock. Looked like he was getting close to making it to the rope where Zack Sabre Jr. was, but the pain was just too unbearable, and he tapped out. Unfortunately, it looks like Kosei Fujita may be the weak link of TMDK, but like I said, was not surprised at all with this outcome. But Chris Ridgway, Shawn Legacy pick up the victory with Ridgway's ankle lock submission. But yeah, good match. Good match. RAC says, Shawn Legacy had an enjoyable match today at against Kaito Kiyomiya for the Noah show. Oh yeah? Ooh, that's good. That's good. I may need to check that out. Since you are mentioning some good stuff, I might have to check that out. But this was a good tag team match. Pretty good tag team match. Okay. Next up. Had ourselves a singles match. We had New Japan Pro Wrestling Shota Umino taking on All Japan Pro Wrestling's Yoshi-Tatsu. A man that I've definitely missed tremendously, especially back when he was part of WWE. Definitely was a big fan of Yoshi-Tatsu. And I loved his ring gear, especially his entrance gear. Oh, man. I really, really loved it. I was really, really hoping that Yoshi-Tatsu was able to pull off this victory, but I can understand why Shota Umino won, because lately Shota Umino, his stock has been rising more and more, especially with a lot more collaboration between him and Jon Moxley. His stock has been rising more and more, and this was definitely no different. But, hard-fought match, back and forth. Shota Umino picks up the victory, pinning Yoshi-Tatsu after hitting him with a Death Rider. So, Shota Umino, looking strong, picking up the victory. Mike says, you don't have to reveal the results right this moment, and this is strictly my opinion. But I hate that between New Japan and Noah shows, NJPW take way too many wins. They need to split it. Well, here's the thing though, Mike. I get what you're saying, but because these are collab shows, I don't think there's a whole lot of implications that lead to other things, like as far as like title matches or anything like that, because it's a collab show. That's why typically a lot of these collab shows with New Japan and Noah, usually, no titles are on the line. So, I mean, it'd be nice if it was split more, but I don't think it's that damaging, I guess, if that makes any sense. Like, it's a collab show, but if they had a lot more, like, implications behind it, like title shots and such, then I definitely feel like it should be more balanced. But, like, with this show in particular, I mean, there were no title matches or anything like that, so, I mean, I just let it be what it is. And that's just me personally. But I do get where you're coming from. I do get where you're coming from. Let's see. Let's get the next match divvied up. Okay. Okay. So This was originally supposed to be the tag match of Hokuto Omori and Shuji Ishikawa, but just a FYI, Shuji Ishikawa was replaced with Satoshi Kojima. So just wanted to throw that out there. So this ended up being a tag team match of Hokuto Omori and Satoshi Kojima versus Axis of Go Shiozaki and Kazuhiko Nakajima. So just wanted to throw that in there. But overall, this was still a great match. This was still a really great match. And hey, I love me some Satoshi Kojima. I've met Satoshi Kojima. So always a good time seeing him in action. But yeah, this was a great back and forth, hard-hitting match. And you know what? It definitely delivered. Definitely delivered. I don't know a whole lot about Hokuto Omori, so this was a nice introduction to him for me. But definitely good, solid match. Of course, Go Shiozaki, very familiar with. Kazuhiko Nakajima, very familiar with. And Axis ends up picking up the victory as Katsuhiko pins Hokuto Omori after hitting a brainbuster, a stalling brainbuster, to pick up the victory. Got the 1, 2, 3. But like I said, Satoshi Kojima, great replacement. Got in his good share of offense as well. RIC says the last two matches are perfect examples of what a collaboration show should be, and Kojima was a good replacement. Agreed. Definitely agreed. All right. Let's see. Next up, let me get my next graphic up. Okay. Next up. All right, another 6-man tag team match. This time we had New Japan Pro Wrestling Showdown with Pro Wrestling Noah. We had Strong Style, made up of Ren Narita, El Desperado, and Minoru Suzuki, taking on the team of one of my favorites, Naomichi Marufuji, Takashi Sugiura, and Junta Miyawaki. Now, this was a good match, but I felt like it could have been better. I was hoping this match would have been longer, personally. I really wish it would have been longer, but it was still a good match. Because I like some of my favorites to get showcased more. Like, I love Naomichi Marufuji. And of course, Strong Style. Very great trio. But that's really my only complaint. I wish this match would have been longer. But aside from that, it was still a good match. Had quite a back and forth between Junta Miyawaki and El Desperado. But El Desperado was able to pick up the victory for Strong Style, pinning Junta Miyawaki after hitting him with a Pinche Loco. So, Strong Style reigns supreme in this match. But just wish it would have been longer. That's all. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. This next match was quite a treat. And I have to say, definitely one of my favorite matches on this card. It delivered on so many levels. And that is the big 10-man tag team match. We had United Empire in the house as Francesco Akira, TJP, Aaron Henare, Great O'Khan, and Jeff Cobb went up against All Japan Pro Wrestling's Jun Saito, Rei Saito, Ryuki Honda, Hikaru Sato, and Dan Tamura. And oh my God, I was loving the action in this match. Non-stop action. I was loving it. I don't see a whole lot of 10-man tag team matches you know, they tend to be rare, but this one took the cake. Loved the action, non-stop action. It was fantastic. Fantastic. And I was a little surprised at who picked up the victory for United Empire, but Francesco Akira takes out Sato with a fireball, pins him for the 1-2-3, and United Empire crowns up. Or wait, I'm totally doing it all wrong. Crowns up. United Empire reigns supreme as they pick up this big victory in 10-man tag team action. Mike says, do you see Nakajima in the next 2 years maybe leaving Noah? I don't wish it, but you gotta admit, Nakajima has more star power than most roster there. He knows he can cross over to the US. I'm not sure. Being that I haven't kept up consistently with Pro Wrestling Noah, I have no idea how to answer that question. But it's possible. It's definitely possible. So I can't say yes and I can't say no, but I would say it's possible. Guess we will have to see. In the next 2 years, we'll have to see. RIC says, it was great seeing the Saito brothers with the G Infinity tag titles that they won from a recent GLEAT show. Oh yeah, speaking of GLEAT. Miyagi and Aoi teaming up. Aoi turning on Unagi Sayaka. I love that. Because, I'm sorry, Aoi and Unagi Sayaka as a tag team made 1,000,000% no sense to me. So I'm glad that happened. But yeah. GLEAT's another show I should probably get into more. But, okay, let's continue on. Let's see, who do we got next? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, next match. 6-man tag team action. We had LIJs, Bushi, Shingo Takagi, and Tetsuya Naito taking on the team of Mr. Blue Justice Yuji Nagata, my man Suwama, and Yuma Anzai. Another match that I definitely enjoyed a lot of. Definitely good back and forth action. A lot of talent on here that I'm a fan of. Of course, I love LIJ. Bushi's my favorite member. Love Naito, love Shingo. I've met Yuji Nagata. Yuji Nagata, a legend. Suwama, always liked Suwama. But this was a phenomenal match. Definitely enjoyed. I love Bushi's mask as well. Bushi's little entrance mask was really cool. He has some of the best masks ever for a masked wrestler. Mike says, poor Unagi Sayaka. No love for the Cosmic Eel Gyan. I mean, I like Unagi Sayaka, but her pair with Aoi made no sense. I mean, her and Aoi? That pairing made no sense. No. I mean, I'm happy to see her being utilized in multiple promotions, but her paired with Aoi, that made no sense. But I'd love to see how things go with her going forward. But I do like that she's getting a lot of action. I will say that. But just the pairing made no sense. Speaking of Shingo, the mask Braun had reminded me of Shingo's mask. Oh, yeah? Oh, interesting. Very interesting. RIC says, Shingo versus Suwama is a match I would love to see unless they faced before. Oh, I'd be down. I'd totally be down. I would totally be down for that match. That would be great and hard hitting. You know, we even got a good taste of them in this match, going back and forth. So, Braun Breaker at NXT Battleground. Yeah, that was pretty similar. Now that you think about it, yeah, that was pretty similar. But the outcome I'm not too surprised about, as Bushi does usually take the losses for LIJ, and this was no different, as Suwama puts away Bushi for the 1-2-3 after a big and thunderous last ride powerbomb from Suwama. And Suwama, Yuji Nagata, Yuma Anzai pick up the victory. But man, that was a sick last ride powerbomb. I mean, just thunderous last ride. It was crazy. Really, really crazy. Okay. Up next, more six-man action, as we had just 5 guys showdown against good-looking guys. Just 5 guys, good-looking guys, eh? So we had just 5 guys of Taka Michinoku, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and SANADA taking on the good-looking guys of Tadasuke, Yohei, and Jake Lee. This was definitely a really good match. Definitely quite a faction showdown here for this match. Of course, Jake Lee's the current GHC heavyweight champion. You know, had the showdown between the 2 champions. SANADA, of course, IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. So, this was very well showcased, in my opinion. Definitely enjoyed this match, but I'm not too surprised at the outcome, as Taka Michinoku is usually the fall man on just 5 guys, eating pins and submissions, and this was no different, as Jake Lee picked up the victory for the good-looking guys after hitting a haluva kick on Taka Michinoku and then pinning him for the 1-2-3. So, just 5 guys just aren't enough for good-looking guys. See what I did there? John Elite says, I'm not a fan of Braun's theme with the barking intro since he turned heel. I guess. But, I get the barking part. But, I guess. RIC says, I noticed Bandito and Commander are returning to GLEAT in July. Oh, really? Nice. Hey, that sounds like a plan. Mike says, and still on mask, does it seem that Stardom's Mariah May's mask is her alter ego mode? Looks a lot like Sexy Star's mask. The name comparison doesn't escape me. I still am not too sure why this whole sexy dynamite princess exists. Like, it makes no sense to me why this is even a gimmick. We all know it's Mariah May. She wears the same trunks and boots that say Mariah May on them. So, it really makes no sense why she's doing this sexy dynamite princess gimmick. It makes no sense to me. So, yeah, that's really all I can say about that. Kevin Kelly just said just 5 good-looking guys. Yeah, just 5 good-looking guys. Yeah. I see what he did there. Oh, man. But yes, good-looking guys reign supreme over just 5 guys. Okay, next up. Hold on, let me get the graphic. Oh, yeah, this was another one of my favorite matches of this card. The best of the Super Juniors across all 3 promotions go at it. On one side, we had the team of Amakusa, Atsuki Aoyagi, and Hiromu Takahashi taking on the team of Master Wato, Rising Hayato, and Hayata. Oh boy, was this an enjoyable match or what? Showcasing some of the best Super Juniors in this match, and they did not disappoint. It was really hard to predict this match. It was very hard to predict this match. It was so action-packed, back and forth. All 6 were on fire in this match. Especially my boy Amakusa. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Definitely one of my faves. And I tell you, this match was... I have 0 complaints of this match. Let's just say that. 0 complaints. It was excellent. Definitely one of my favorites of this card. But, Atsuki Aoyagi gets the victory for his team after pinning Hayato, Rising Hayato, after hitting him with a beautiful 450 splash. Or, Firebird splash if you want. But yeah, excellent, excellent match. Enjoyed it from start to finish. Mike says, Jason can join the 5 good-looking guys stable, but then we'll have to change the name again. Oh, shoot. I'm not worthy. I'm definitely not worthy. I wish, but I haven't even shaved, so I'm definitely not worthy. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And then, the main event of All Together Again, which was quite entertaining. We had one last 6-man tag team match. On one side, we had the team of Kaito Kiyomiya, Kento Miyahara, and Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on the team of Kazuchika Okada, Yuma Aoyagi, and Keno. Now, of course, the way how some things went in this match didn't surprise me. As looking at Okada, he didn't even want to acknowledge the existence of Kiyomiya in this match. I mean, he did his best to ignore him, but then he did pick his shot on him when he had the chance. And of course, these two were eventually going to brawl, which they did quite a bit in this match, especially outside of the ring. So, definitely there was no shock there. It was really cool to see Keno and Hiroshi Tanahashi also go at it. They went back and forth. I wouldn't mind seeing them in a one-on-one match. I think that would be really, really good. But yeah, this match definitely main event worthy for sure. It was definitely back and forth, and it sucked that it kind of came down to this. But Okada takes out his good old 6-man partner, Tanahashi, as Okada pinned Hiroshi Tanahashi after hitting him with a Rainmaker to seal the deal and pick up the victory for him, Yuma Aoyagi, and Keno. RIC says, funny part was the Best of Super Juniors tournament trophy falling down as they said it was because of Rising Hayato's beauty. Oh, man. I also liked the interaction between Miyahara and Okada. Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Especially Miyahara at the end, still in the ring, posing like he won. It's like, dude, y'all lost. Like, what the heck? He's just kind of standing there. He's like, I'm like, does he not realize he lost? He was on the losing side? It was just really, really funny. But overall, what a show. What a fantastic show. Everybody came out into the ring. Even they had confetti just blasting off. And, it was just really cool. Okada got on the mic. And, it was just really, really cool seeing everybody come together. And they even had Antonio Inoki's family come into the ring. They were watching ringside as well. So it was cool how they had Antonio Inoki's family join them for the last little segment of the show. So I thought that was really cool. But yeah, after 11 years, another big collab show in the books. This was a lot of fun. 11 awesome matches, a stacked card, New Japan Pro Wrestling, All Japan Pro Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Noah, showcased very well through All Together again. Definitely very enjoyable show. I enjoyed watching it. Hope everybody else did as well. But yeah, that will do it for this review. But quite a lot more to look forward to. RIC said, really enjoyable pay-per-view overall. Wish some of the legends showed up like Kobashi, Chono, and Muto. That would have been really cool. That would have been really cool. I would have loved to have seen that. But yeah, like you said, still a very enjoyable pay-per-view. And I know we got TJPW Stick Out 23 coming up. And like I said, I'm very curious to see what DPW does, how they how they address the card for Tag Festival next Sunday, which I will be there front row. Mike says, Jason, my last point. Sorry to rant, but a match is coming up between El Desperado and Moxley. Despy doesn't need John to give him a push. When do we say enough of Moxley? Stay well, bro. Wait, I don't quite understand. Like, how is John giving him a push though? I don't understand how John is giving him a push. I just see this as just a showdown between two greats in El Desperado and John Moxley. I don't really see how Moxley would be giving El Desperado a push. I don't understand. John Elite says, is Gun Club a part of Bullet Club Gold with the ending to Dynamite? I'm not so sure. But it would make sense. If that was the case, it would make sense for the Guns to join Bullet Club Gold. It would make sense. It would definitely make sense if that's the case. I think that happens. The only things that I have remaining that are really just on my mind is Stardom. When the heck are y'all gonna let Mayu Iwatani make her first defense of the IWGP Women's Championship? What the heck is taking y'all so long? Like, hello? When are y'all gonna make her defend her title? Like you had her beat Mercedes. Like, when are y'all gonna have her defend her title? Like, what are y'all waiting for? See, this is the issue that I have with this whole IWGP Women's Championship. I had a feeling this title was going to be cursed. I just had that feeling. Here you got Willow Nightingale, getting NJPW strong women's championship defenses under her belt. And y'all can't even give Mayu Iwatani a single defense of the IWGP Women's Championship. Like, what the heck? What the heck? 47 days in, and not even one match? Not even a match announcement? She won it in April. This is June. Stardom, New Japan Pro Wrestling, what are y'all waiting for? What are y'all waiting for? I mean, it's already bad enough that you had Kairi lose the title on the second defense. You had Mercedes Moné lose the title on the second defense. And now, Mayu, we can't even get one defense started with her. Like, somebody please make it make sense. Please make it make sense. Mayu won the title at All-Star Grand Queendom. This was April 23rd. It's now June 10th, and not a single title match has been booked for the IWGP Women's Championship. Like, it's freaking stupid. John Ali says, hold up, over a month and not a single title defense? Yeah. Not even one. Mike says, to me, a lot of promotions ask Moxley to cameo on their shows because of John's star power. New Japan infatuated by the former Ambrose. Is Moxley really that talented besides his mic skills? Yeah. Yeah. He is. That's the point. That's kind of the point. He is. Otherwise, he wouldn't be having the success he's been having. I mean, I'm just saying. But yeah, is he really that talented? Yeah, he is. But, like, I feel like this title is going to be treated like the SWA Championship. The only difference is that the SWA Championship is currently vacated. But it's like, you got Mayu standing there. Like, you could be having Utami Hayashishita. Utami? Momo Watanabe? You know, ladies that have actually competed recently in the tournament to originally crown the first champion? Hello? Just letting the IWGP Women's Championship just sit on Mayu Iwatani's waist, collecting sweat and chicken dust. I don't get it. That's why I feel like this title is cursed. I feel like it's cursed. Like, what was the point? And then it got to the point where they had to make a separate New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Championship. And that's not even being and you know, that is being defended more than this. It's crazy. John Elite says, not even Azumi. Not even Azumi. But a part of me wants Azumi to be in the picture for the red belt, personally. But yeah, like, the rumor is, one rumor that I did hear, that supposedly Mayu's first defense will be against Nene Takahashi, which I freaking hate. Nene needs to go ahead and retire. Like, I'm getting sick of her being in, like, these passion injection matches are one thing, but just, Nene Takahashi does not need another title. Period. But, I don't know. It's really ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. But then again, the Stardom booking has been pretty questionable. It's been pretty questionable. But yeah, we'll see what happens. You know, still gotta find out who these last two qualifiers will be for Money in the Bank for the men and women. But yeah, still quite a lot to look forward to. And supposedly, with Tam Nakano holding both the red and white belts, supposedly, I think they're kind of playing it up to see that Tam might be retiring at some point. That's the gist that I'm getting, is this being her last big run before possibly retiring. Because if I remember correctly, Tam Nakano, I believe, is in her mid-30s. I think she might be the same age, maybe a year younger or so, than Mina Shirakawa. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Mike says, I'd love Serena Deeb to challenge Mayu for the title. Serena's so talented. Would be nice, but we have to see when she comes back from injury. But word is Layla Hirsch should be returning from injury soon. So, I look forward to seeing Layla Hirsch return to action. That should be really good. And like I said, I'm still very high on my boys, the Motor City Machine Guns. Alex Shelley becoming Impact World Champion for the first time. Chris Sabin, 9-time X Division Champion. So I'm still quite high on that. But yeah. Have quite a bit to look forward to there. Also, I'm going to definitely be keeping my eyes on the trio of Maika, Mei Seira, and Suzu Suzuki. That is becoming quite an excellent trio in Stardom. I'm loving it. I already love Mei Seira and Suzu Suzuki as tag team partners, but man, I have to say, throw Maika into the mix. Woo! Woo! John Lee says, what was with the crowd for Double or Nothing? What do you mean? RIC says, so happy for Shelley. Oh, I was loving it. I was loving it. Also, what do y'all think? Let me throw this in there while we're on that subject. What do y'all think? Should Chris Sabin exercise option C? We got to remember, as much banger matches that the Motor City Machine Guns have as a tag team, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin have had some banger singles matches against each other. I don't know. What do y'all think? Should Chris Sabin exercise option C? You know, just had to throw that in there. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Eh? Oh man, I just had to throw that in there. But as a matter of fact, let me see. Okay, they haven't made any updates yet to DPW Tag Festival concerning Yuka Sakazaki, but I'm sure it's coming. I mean, it's not until next Sunday, but I'm sure some sort of update is coming. Mike says, same. Shelly been around. He was part of the Time Splitters, right? Yes, him and Kushida, former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Alex Shelley and Kushida, the Time Splitters. Another one of my top 10 favorite tag teams of all time. So definitely very enjoyable. But not only that, which actually he was two-time tag champs with Kushida. One time with Chris Sabin with the IWGP Junior Tag titles. But the only thing that I want to happen now, I need Time Machine as a trios champion at some point. Doesn't matter if it's ROH, doesn't matter if it's AEW, doesn't matter if it's New Japan Pro Wrestling. I need Time Machine as trios champions. That's the only thing that I need. Once I have that, I'll be fulfilled. John Elite says, like for some of the matches, they weren't into it. Yeah. Well, if you ask me, John Elite, last year's Double or Nothing was better than this year's Double or Nothing, to be honest with you. So, crowd reactions, I'm not too surprised, because I felt like last year's was better. RIC says, wouldn't mind seeing Sabin versus Shelley for the Impact World title. Hey, why not? As long as it's a friendly match between friends. Well, they are best friends, so, But, realistically, though, the Motor City Machine Guns as a tag team have pretty much done so much. I mean, overall, 9-time tag team champions across promotions as a tag team. So, I mean, they're one of the best in the world. But I need Kushida, Shelley, Sabin as trios champs. I need it. So take your pick. But I need it. But, let's see. Oh, I think that's probably going to do it for this stream. But quite a lot to look forward to. But yeah, just a lot to see in pro wrestling. But I'm gonna get geared up to have me some lunch and do some stuff for the day. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done a live pro wrestling talk, but I'm so glad for the turnout, for the comments, for the chats. Thank y'all so much for coming on through this Saturday morning, now Saturday afternoon. But, RIC says, Time Splitters were the junior heavyweight version of Hellraisers when Hawk teamed with Power Warrior. Oh, yeah. I do remember that team, indeed. But, yeah, love the Time Splitters. John Elite says, since when did they change the gold plates to silver plates for the AEW Trios titles? I'm guessing it's probably based off, I guess, how House of Black has them. That's my guess. Which kind of makes sense. I'm cool with it. So it kind of matches their look. But don't forget to check out Game Beauty, the link in the description. And also for those that are catching this catching the archive later, let me know what y'all think about All Together again. Let me know what you think about the blocks for G1 Climax 33. Let me know how y'all truly feel about the whole idea of AEW Stardom partnership. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the content. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell for another pro wrestling talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed day. Oh, one last thing. Mike says, please, Jason, one of these days, can I make a recorded YouTube video? A YouTube video introducing an unknown wrestling promotion. Example, Ice Ribbon 2023 roster. I'm sorry. Can you rephrase the question? I was kind of confusing. Can you rephrase the question? I just want to make sure I understand you. Before I go, I'll give you a chance to rephrase the question. RIC says, take care, everyone. Stay safe and happy wrestling. Happy wrestling indeed. I'm a standby for Mike's question. But yeah, can you rephrase it a little bit? I think another Catch the Wave show, or a show with Wave and Catch the Wave tournament matches, I think is tonight as well. But yeah, let me see if Bushin Ryu Cat rephrases question. Let's see. Okay, they already posted. Oh, so tonight at 10:30 p.m. my time is when they're doing Stick Out for TJPW. So I'll catch that tonight, probably late tonight. Oh, I meant a video introducing what that promotion is about and its members so new fans can catch up to what's going on with them. Oh! Well, how about this? Post a comment. Let me know which promotions you're thinking of. And I'll see what I can do. So I'll leave that at y'all's discretion. Let me know what you like to see, and I will do my best. But I'll definitely keep that in mind. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend, and I will see y'all in the next video and or live stream. Laters. Send me that comment.